Welcome back, Menopause Energized 30-Day Healthy Heart Marathon, day number 19. Welcome back, everyone. This is Sheila, and I am a registered nurse and health coach with the program Menopause Energized. You guys, we have made it to day number 19. We started day number 1 a couple of weeks ago, so we do not have much longer to go with the 30-day Healthy Heart Marathon Challenge. Today, we're going to continue. It's part 3 of the kind of nutritional part of the program, and today we're going to talk about menopause and the hidden danger and how sugar clogs your arteries. The hidden danger sometimes you cannot feel, sometimes until it's a little too late. So let's take again, we're going to go through this scenic route again. Think of your blood vessels as smooth highways. When you eat whole foods, traffic flows easily. But added sugars and refined carbs act like sticky tar spilled across the road. They make it harder for blood cells to move smoothly, creating a friction and irritation. Your immune system becomes the road crew. Every time sugar spikes in your blood, the body sends repair crews, which is the inflammatory cells, to patch up the damage. But if the tar keeps spilling daily, the crew never leave. They stay on the job constantly trying to keep up with the cleanup, causing swelling and chaos. Chronic inflammation is like a constant construction zone. Instead of quick repairs, the road is always under stress. The vessel walls thicken, it loses flexibility, and become more vulnerable to plaque buildup. Over time, the construction narrows the lanes for the blood flow. Refined carbs and sugars are the repeat offenders, like white bread, pastries, sodas. They don't just cause sugar spikes, they cause the road crew working overtime. That constant irritation accelerates damage, making heart disease more likely to happen. And again, we're going over this because, again, cardiovascular disease is the number 1 killer in women. So I try to touch on a little bit each day. We're going to do this route again. Again, this is the last day we're going to talk about the highway. But I wanted to really give you a picture of what's really going on inside your arteries, since we really can't visually see it. And so to review that of what I just talked about, if you can bring your camera closer, I'll bring my board closer. What you're looking at is inside of an artery, okay? And these little cells you see here is the sugar is being deposited. See where the cleanup crew, this cleanup crew that I talked about before is the immune system working. They're sending in the cleanup crew to help clean up this sugar and carbs that's here. What happens is when you have too many carbs and sugars in the blood vessels, it starts sticking to the blood vessels and it's harder to clean up. So you got your immune system kicking in. This is what happens. Our immune system kicks in. Remember, our body is not our enemy. Our body is our best protector. It gives us silent whispers sometimes that we really kind of ignore. But sometimes we do get warning signs early enough, but we just kind of ignore it. So when you have an inflammatory response to this overload of carbs and sugars, they come in to clean up the mess. But the thing is, the more repeated offender you have by continually pushing sugars like sodas and cookies and cakes and all the other type of carbohydrates like a lot of potatoes into your system, that inflammatory system, the crew, is going to stay there in those vessels to keep cleaning up. The danger is that inflammatory response soon will be overworked and your vessels gets tired and weak, those blood vessels. And this is when you start to have some damage. Again, The damage, we talk about high sugar and refined carbohydrates clogs your arteries. Sometimes, not all the times, we may not get symptoms until it's a little too late, where has already started damage like neuropathy, some kidney damage. Sometimes some of us walk around with high blood pressure and don't even know it. So it is doing its damage sometimes without even knowing. The only way you can really keep up with that, of course, is try to control what you put in your diet and keep up with your physical appointments yearly, because things can be picked up at that time through blood work. They check your blood sugar, they check your cholesterol, they check your HbA1c, I believe it's called, where they draw blood to see how your sugar's been doing in your system for about 3 months. So we can maybe sometime catch some of these things if we keep up with our yearly checkup. So that's really the main thing. I wanted to be really scenic. We talked about the first day. We talked about the high blood pressure and the highway. Then we talked about cholesterol and the highway. And today we're finishing up with blood sugar and the highway. All three of them can mess up your vessels and clog. Cholesterol delivers plaque as well. But again, these cleanup crew is the inflammatory system kicking in to do its work. But if it keeps getting offended with carbs and sugar, they're going to stay there, stay inflamed, and that is what's going to damage your vessels. Tomorrow, we're going to go into talking this time, since we did all three, the high blood pressure, the cholesterol, and the sugar, we're going to go into some definitely nutritional tips. So that is all for today. Please like, subscribe, and share to my channel, and make comments as well. Also, don't forget, once this 30-day Healthy Heart Marathon is over with, we'll be still, Menopause Energized program will still be bringing frequent tips. And also, there will be a link at the bottom where you can click on that to get your free PDF for a 7-day healthy meal plan. And that will help with all three of these: cholesterol, blood sugar, and high blood pressure. I will not go into a lot tomorrow nutrition, because we already have a 3-week mini series completely detailed on nutrition. And check out my website at www.menopauseenergized.com, which is also down in the link, and you can click on that, and that will give you more information about the 3-week mini program. We go into a lot of details. Each week is about an hour and a half long. I am coaching it. And when it's sent to you, if you decide to buy it, when it's sent to you, you can look at it at your convenience. It's not going to be one of those ones where it's open for 7 days and then it's gone. And then you get your next one. It's open for 7 days and then it's gone. You can get it and go through that at your own convenience. Again, I coach it all the way through. It's really exciting. It will not be boring at all. But until next time, I'm going to move this back. As I always say at the end, take care of your heart. See you next time.